batteries are about dead on the GoPro. Memory card's about full. I just had to come back to the shop, do a few things. Thought I was loaded up, but I got a leaking rim. Yeah, believe it or not. Car started doing some weird shit last night. Before we loaded, it was like a whole bank of cylinders drop. I bet it's the ground wire on the back of the head, because that's happened before. So I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna get on the road. We got 13-hour tow. All right, we are Katana and I. Sacramento right now. So we're on the road to King of the Hammers. So we're only 155 miles in, but we're doing it. Say hi, Katana. Katana says hi. So we're driving. So keeping the journey going. I look like shit, by the way. I've had tons of problems. So these rims, they've been like leaking. Literally right there, they've been leaking air ever since I started my drive. And so I've made buddies pretty much with every air pump on the interstate. I've gone through quarters like I'm like a bachelor and washing laundry down at the laundromat. Bad memories. So I finally made it to Apple Valley last night at 1 a.m. Stayed the night, but then I found a tire shop in Victorville. I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm at America's Tire, and they're gonna do 4 brand new steel rims for me. And it's crazy because I actually had 2 of these things start to do this. So when the first one did it, 200 miles in, I pulled over and changed the tire, put it on, and then boom, another one was doing it. So I don't know what's going on. This is a first time for me experiencing this. So waiting in line now to get it changed out, and we're gonna commence back down the road to King of the Hammers. And along with that, we got main tech today. This is gonna be a scramble, so I'm gonna go. There's a Ferris wheel all the way over there. But anyways, I am on Boone Road. I have made it to King of the Hammers. Tire shop at America's Tire did a fantastic job changing me out with all 4 new ones. They were super quick at it, you know, but it's time to get checked in and get this car ready. There we are, the infamous Hammertown. Welcome. So I got all my wristbands up, all that good stuff, but there's some cool stuff here. I think that's a bar. And then we got VP over there for some gas. It's like we got a Ferris wheel over there in the distance. But we got cars and trailers and off-road, everything you can think of here already. And give it a few more days, this place will be packed to the gills. So finally, after a day-and-a-half journey, I've arrived in this place, and it's time to go get the car unloaded and zip tie and duct tape everything together and go take it into tech. So let's see what happens, man. Enjoy, guys. See gate 1. That means we're almost home. amazing to come back home after waiting a year. That's always nice, but holy shit, that's a speed bump and a half. This should be us down here. Looks pretty good. I don't see anybody up in our stuff. So this is us right here. This corner. That's it. We've made it. Oh, and look, there's my favorite vendor right there. The ice cream. What's up, Katana? You good? I'm good. Alright, it's time to go do the part I dislike the most. Time to go tech this beast. So let's go meet you over there. My first time driving this car. So being as things are, I failed tech inspection. There's a little hole that big on the firewall. They want me to put a piece of tape over. I'm not kidding. And then this number plate right here, they actually want it facing down. So I got to do that really quick. And then the co-pilot's brand new neck brace, they want the screw bolts put into his head or his helmet, even though we're going to show the helmets again during contingency. And then the fire extinguishers went out of date by 7 days, so I just had to go get those recertified here in Hammertown. So I got to find a piece of foil tape, cover that hole up, and then go back. Back inside Hammertown. I got the car. We're back at the tent station. They're not there yet, so we got a couple things that we had to check off from yesterday evening. Some basic stuff I went over. Right now I got my little chip right here. We're gonna go over to PCI, have them load up the qualifying and the EMC map, because the one that I got gifted to me was corrupted, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Probably doing it wrong. So we're gonna go over here. So place is filling up pretty good. Still a lot of vendors that aren't here yet, but it's still a cool place considering there's nothing here to begin with. So yeah, PCI is one of my favorite booths, and then last year we switched over to their radios for obvious reasons. If you've ever ran the competitor stuff, radios are flawless. So we're gonna go over here and get some really good help. Yesterday they were cool. They sold us a seat belt. They always got everything we need here. So here we go. Hi, good morning. Is there any way I can get the maps on here, the qualifying and the EMC only?
You got it, right?
Thank you. Yeah, so there was some maps on there, but every time I'd upload them, it was only putting in like waypoints. It wasn't actually putting the map itself on.
Yeah. Wait, what happened?
So
print it so I can read it in a couple weeks.
we just passed Tech. There it is, bam. then we go back here somewhere.
Go right here. Does that work? Or this one? I don't want to put it on this bar.
Yeah, I don't think we can. Here, we can push this. Look right here. We can just squeeze it up and squeeze it right back there, because that's kind of like.
Yeah. You gotta be able to find it.
Official. Thank you.
You bet.
Appreciate it. You guys have
luck.
a good day. I don't think we're going to be able to get through this way. I don't know.
I don't know what your race schedule is, but we're at 136, 137. We're like right there.
Okay.
So if there's a day you want to park,
I do.
in the booth, I don't know what day you have free.
Tomorrow.
I guess
tomorrow.
between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Okay.
is when you can load in.
Okay, and then your name again?
David.
You're David.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
So this is the guy from Nexon.
Howdy.
Okay.
How are you?
Yeah. So we're doing stuff for the channel because we've been
Okay.
trying to promote the brand, the name, all the sponsors.
Yeah, looks good. I like the wrap.
The build. Yeah. Let me turn this off really quick.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't.
So I am back. Let's try to get some light in this trailer. That's a little bit better. So earlier I went and did qualifying. I finished the course. That was the first time getting to drive the car. I literally drove it into tech, passed tech, took it straight on to the qualifying course. I had never ran the car. I made a bonehead move the night before, deciding to check fluids. I took the brake reservoir caps off the wheelwoods, put fluid in there, and then I didn't put the cap latches down, and then I set the hood on the car. So driving it on flat ground, it was fine. You know, the brake fluid wasn't splashing out. And we got onto the short course, started driving, everything felt good, and when I took off, and then when I started to go right up the first hill, my foot literally slipped right off the gas pedal. I'm like, what the heck, you know? And I looked down and the whole floorboard looks like an ice sheet. And then my feet were just sliding all over the sheet. And so I told the co-pilot, I said, dude, I got no brakes. And literally the thing went straight to the floor. And it was the beginning of the qualifying course. And it's a long course this year. They gave us a fun one. So I just went through the couple rollers right there where everybody was killing their driver front tire, cleared that thing with no brakes, and then once I got on kind of the flat, I just rolled it right into low range. And I'm really glad this year I have a 2.0 low range instead of the 3.8 that I took out, so that way I can go faster in low range. So I actually raced the whole qualifying course in low range, and I didn't get to practice qualifying. I mean, I literally loaded up the GPS map from PCI that I showed you earlier when I was getting the chip loaded, stuffed it in there, and just looked at it myself and rolled the dice and went for it. So it was scary, honestly, going down that sand drop. There was this big old sand drop. I think it's like trap door, some weird thing they call it, but it is steep. There was a dude that barrel rolled down that thing today. So I went down that thing, and it literally is off camera, and I was just like ready. Like, if the car was going to start doing crazy shit, I was just gonna slam it right into third gear and stand on the gas pedal and straighten it out, you know. But I just kept it in first gear, and I mean, it was fucking humming down that thing. So excuse my language, but it made me nervous, and I just kept it to myself. And then when we started going down Resolution right above Backdoor, that was wild too. That's a super easy trail. This new car is killer. I got so much visibility in the front. I was able to see everything. But I literally had to start picking odd lines to where I would kind of start to hit rocks. I could kind of slow myself down, so I wasn't just, because the whole the trail goes downhill in piles of rocks. So you're gaining momentum as you're going down this stuff. And there's a couple big holes and rocks in there. So I had to actually purposely hit rocks to kind of slow myself down. And then right at the bottom of it, you got the option of going down and dropping back door. Well, that ain't gonna happen with no brakes, dude. I'm sorry. But there's the Sandhill bypass. I've been up that one time, and you got to give it some power, otherwise you'll stall out and you got to back up. But I didn't want to give it so much power that I just went flying up and over the damn top, and then had to deal with, again, no brakes, because that thing's steep too coming down there. So I kind of like did the mixed medium and got over it safely. And then after I cleared that, you know, I just kind of went into third gear and low range, went through the wash, you know, and then out around up through the Bronco Arch and then back onto the short course. I was seeing some mid 50 mile an hours on my GPS. That was as comfortable as I was going to go, having zero brakes. So that's what I did. I used the motor, and I'm glad I have a really nice transmission from ATO. It's got compression braking. So I was able to somewhat slow down when I wanted to, but you couldn't make a full stop. There was no way to do that. But I finished, you know, I did not kill any tires. So it was like literally every car I was watching and qualifying, as I was stage up, they were coming in with torn up tires, you know, 1 and 2 tires. So I got to say, these Nexen tires right here, the Rhodian MTX, you want to run a good tire, this is the tire you want to run. So this is my second year with these guys. These are some solid meats right here. I've ran a whole bunch of different brands of tires, you know. So I got 20 years of off-road competition, rock crawling and racing on my career. These tires are excellent tires, and that's an attest to that right here. I even ran old tires from last year for qualifying. I didn't even put the new ones on yet, and they held up flawless, you know. And of course I got the Raceline Monster beadlocks on there to complete the package. So right now I'm doing some stuff. So I took the steering wheel off the car because this is what I had right here. This is the Cletus McFarland MPI steering wheel. I love this steering wheel. Hell yeah, brother. But the problem is when it got sent to me, it's like the off-road clearanced one. Well, if you got a full hydro car, these things are garbage, because one minute the wheel will be like this, next minute it's like that, then it's like that. And I mean, we're talking even going in a straight line. So I don't know, I don't like steering like a gangster. I just don't really, I'm not into that. So I went around today, did some shopping in Hammertown. There's a zillion gabillion options right now, but this is what I settled on right here. This is Assault. So this actually came from superatv.com, their booth right there. I really like the feel of the suede on there. I mean, that's gonna give me some really good grip, and it does got the little centering doodad right here. I like when they're orange, it's kind of helpful, but again, in a full hydraulic car, it's completely useless having that, because it'll never be centered. But the point is, now it's always going to be round, so no matter where it's pointing, it'll all feel legit for me. So that's what I got. So I'm actually attaching this right now to my TMR Customs hub right here. So this will fit right back on the full hydraulic, you know, orbital mount that I got, you know, from Trail Gear. So that'll clip right back on there. So that's what I'm doing right now. I still got a couple things to button up on the car, just small bolts and stuff. But then I noticed too, I got I'm leaking some transfer case oil, you know, after doing that run. So I can't tell where it's coming from yet. I'm tired. It's been a long time of just not enough rest. So I got to go track down that transfer case leak and see what's going on, but that's for tomorrow, because it is dark outside and I'm just kind of tired of rolling around in the dirt. So all right guys, I will post up some more stuff coming up. So I have no idea how I qualified. I do not know what the time was. At the time, I don't know, earlier in the day, girlfriend said I got 39th, so that's pretty cool. It was a lot of carbs. I don't even know the position of when I started. I don't know if it's good or bad. I have no idea, but just for me getting to roll up to the start line, just to start qualifying even without even crossing it, it felt like a finish to me, because this last 6 weeks has been super rough. So taking apart a whole nother car, putting together a whole brand new car, dude, like running the business full time, being a single dad, having my daughter in there several days, you know, running around in there. I mean, she's literally just getting into everything, stripping her clothes off, running around barefoot. I'm telling her she got to put her shoes back on. I don't want metal on her feet. She's just in there playing in her tent, you know, and playing with her toys and trying to help me on the car. I mean, there's looks like art projects in the floorboards. I just let her in there with the Sharpie and she drew all kinds of cool stuff in there for me, and I just left it in there and put the car together like that. And I got a lot of cool compliments today about the laser cat wrap that my daughter Jade brought up the idea about. Let's do some cats on the car, and it's a pretty cool thing. So today, just getting to the start line for me was super killer, you know. I mean, I'm kind of getting emotional about it right now. I'm not going to cry for you guys really on the camera, but I felt really good about it, you know. And getting to finish the qualifying course with no practice, not even getting to drive this car ever, is a blessing, honestly, you know. And I'm very grateful for that opportunity. So I'm going to turn this off before I lose my stuff on the camera. Bye. Here you go. So we are out here. We are doing a little bit of last minute race prep. We had some things, you know, leaks and things that weren't buttoned up. So we are down here doing this. Yeah, so this is that little tripod setup I was talking about with the GoPro. So it's on.
Yeah.
Like it came as a kit, you know, it's got this little stick and everything. Comes with a light if you need light. But that's all I do, you know, and then you can see on the, yeah, you can see on the screen, you know, like even front to back, so you can make sure you're in the right frame. But like, this is all I do. I just set it up, do my work. And then I also have a cheap tripod if I want to put that on, and it'll raise it up like 4 or 5 feet. Nothing fancy, man. Super simple and basic.
Tools that make it all happen.
Yeah.
Did you say that was a 12? Like a version 12?
I think it is the Hero 12. Building the car on these.
What got you into this? Something you did like growing up?
Well, that's kind of a big story. So, I think the first time I ever went four-wheeling was with my dad. We actually went out to his friend. His name was Dan, if I remember right. I can't even remember. We were living in San Jose at the time. We went to visit his buddy. I don't even remember where it was. But he had a Scout.
Yeah.
And had the top off and everything. And along with that, we went up some dirt roads. There was nothing hardcore, but it was like the fact that like it was all like no roll bar, no top on there. It was just the three of us, and I was 9 at the time. I remember going, this was pretty cool, you know. It was neat. And then I could remember I ended up buying, when I was 19, I got an 87 Toyota 4Runner with a removable top.
Yep.
So I took that out on a couple dirt roads out between Willett. That's totally weird, man. So like that whole talk like didn't even get on there. Well, whatever, but now you know.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's what kind of quit. That's what I had one of the, I don't know if it was a 4 or a 5 GoPro that, it's been a while, but I'd have it mounted on the dash, or I'd have it mounted to the helmet or something.
Off.
It would only give me like 5-minute clips. It wouldn't take, the batteries died. It seemed like it was a Barbie or a Harley. You got the thing in the box, but then you had to get all the extras, accessories, the bigger battery, and it just got to be frustrating. And I was like, yeah, maybe I, you know, what I mean, maybe I don't need it, but
yeah. And then with this thing, you can voice activate it and tell it what to do. So I'm not going to say the words,
yeah,
but
right.
I might have said one of those on accident,
Commands,
automatically. Yeah. So that might have been what happened. So
the safe word.
Yeah, the safe word. So yeah. Okay, so I think I got that stuff buttoned up. I need to put some loom around this thing so it doesn't do any more stuff, sharp my stuff out. So I'm gonna put my favorite zip ties away, and then
after one or two of those, and I'll anchor that one.
Here's the wire
cooling
wire ties too.
You don't want it to the frame, but you want it pulled over, away from the bell housing more.
Yeah. And this is one of them wires too. We're gonna have to run it directly to the back. I just hadn't done it yet. Since it wasn't important, I just kind of tucked it in another car. But these are going to run one of the pairs of front headlights, which we're going to want to have.
Yeah, lights are probably important.
They are. I mean, they're not until you need them. But let me tell you, out here getting scared, you're like, you want as much light as you can. Looks like gotta fix that. Looks like a little clamp set. Didn't do good at all, so we're gonna move this and scoot it. I just kind of like made this ghetto ass hanging right before I left the shop. And it's ghetto. It's you guys again. Do you guys want to be on my video?
What kind of video?
A video. Yeah, it's a video. Yeah, so we're just kind of like doing some final race prep and things like that. Getting the co-pilot familiar with the car and buttoning down stuff and getting ready for our awesome weather. Just how I feel about it.
We're out there 3.5 hours already.
You driving? What'd you go do? Still desert.
What's up, fellers?
Living the dream, right?
Yeah.
How you doing from last year?
Still healing, but it's
Good.
nice car. Way to bite off a project that you lost, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And right now we're actually doing more documentary stuff on the build, if you don't mind.
Right.
So I heard you're building, if I read it right, a brand new bomber car.
Nope.
That's our
A new Trent 1000.
a new one. So a top shelf. Good. Yeah. So the last car after the barrel roll, did you strip everything out of there and you're gonna put it into that new one? So why don't you say hi, who
Hey,
you are?
what's up? What's happening? I'm talk. Hey, this is Jeff Bergman, Team Maui Off-Road. Qualified today, had a great time. Awesome King of the Hammers experience. Looking forward to the race.
So why don't you tell these guys who you are, where your shop is?
All right, I'm from Hawaii. We have a shop called Maui Off-Road Center. We're on Oahu and Maui. Been over there for like 35 years. I've been doing KOH for 10 years co-driving. This is my first year as driver of this car, or car number 100. Everything's going well. We're excited.
So what do you guys do at Maui Off-Road?
Basically similar to what you do at Flex Point. We do tires, rims, suspension, ring and pinion. We don't dabble in motor stuff much like you do. We just do the off-roady stuff, but a lot of lift kits, tires and rims, and that kind of packages.
So do you guys got a website or anything
Oh, yeah.
customers can view you at?
Sure, yeah, MauiOffroad.org is our website, and then our Instagram is Maui_Oahu and Maui_Offroad_Hawaii.
Awesome. All right, so how'd qualifying go today?
Pretty good. We did good. We did. We're number 55. We did 905, so it's in the middle of the pack. I was very happy with that.
Good.
A little
yeah.
bit sketchy. I almost rolled it, and whoops there. I didn't listen to you. I was pushing it too much, and I hit the back, and I was up on one wheel like this. My co-driver thought we were in for it, and I was able to drive.
But it
out
looks
of
like you still got all the tires.
Yeah, I got this one's going flat. I got a plug in the sidewall.
Okay.
I guess, so.
Was that from qualifying today?
Yeah,
So you did hit that rock and those rollers.
Some rock somewhere.
That's
I don't
where-
know,
that's
but
where it
I
would've
didn't
been.
get a flat till I got back. It was
Yeah.
it held air, so thank God.
But the car's looking sharp. I like
I
it.
appreciate it.
It looks beautiful.
It's,
It's the morning of tech and contingency here. So I'm here getting the next entire car ready to go. We got some serious weather. Oh, there goes my hood. But we got some serious weather coming down right now. It's gonna get nasty. So I've been up here buttoning up this car most of the night, getting last minute things ready to go. And there goes the GoPro. So I don't have cool fancy angles today just because the wind's doing what it's doing. But last thing is I am putting the old hood on. That's what I'm up to right now. So yeah, I got a new guy gonna ride shotgun with me. Jesse apparently works over with Maxis, and he's gonna step in and fill the shoes for the other guy that needed to also race 4,400. So with that being said, you know, Jesse went and got all brand new safety gear yesterday. I mean, guy's got an amazing attitude, so it's really cool to have somebody that wants to be in the car still. But we spent most of yesterday, Jesse did help too, getting last minute things done on the car, you know, make things comfy for all of us. Because he's a tall dude, and to make sure, you know, he fits in the car. We ended up went over to my guys at Warren that sponsor me out. We ended up getting new Warren bags, you know, right there. One for this side as well. We got the data link connector installed. I also did something pretty cool too. Let me get this net down. Got the fluid logic water bottle system right over there, and then the boys at GY6 right there. So they sponsored me out yesterday with their medical equipment bag, and then we also got 2 really nice heavy duty soft shackles from GY6. So I would like to see you guys go check out their website, go check out their products. They look really heavy duty, and they had something really cool in that bag that, like, I thought I was one of the only ones that do it because it's old military surplus. I was buying them off eBay, but it's called the Israeli bandage, and basically it's a military grade tourniquet, and basically the military uses them. So if, like, your homie blows his arm off next to you in combat, you can open this package up, wrap the stub at that point, and kind of cut the circulation off and maybe save a life. So those from the demonstration, I didn't open up this pack, but he had it there, and I was really impressed with that. So we're gonna find out, but it should be in there. If not, I'm gonna open it up from my previous setup, and we're gonna put that in there instead. I mean, you can't beat good stuff like that, so it might save somebody's life. So again, shout out to Ray at GY6 Off-Road. The guy was super cool to talk with yesterday. Without hesitation, he just handed me stuff over. So I told him we would make sure that I brought the GoPro over to his booth on our way through tech today. Man, this wind is getting nuts. On the way through tech today. So there she is, boys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have a race car. So I'm going to be leaving the spare tire off on the back just for contingency purposes. And what I got going on is we're gonna weld in an ammo can right here tonight, and that's going to hold, it's gonna be my toolbox. So that was something that I had at the shop laid out. It just didn't get done yet. And my buddy Anthony, he calls me last night. He's like, do you need anything out of your shop? It's like, yes I do. So apparently I left my the Heat Shield Products brand. I got this mat that I showed you earlier that goes over my headers. So I want to wrap the downpipe for the co-pilot so he don't barbecue his feet for the journey and have stubs when we're done. And then Anthony's grabbing my 2 ammo cans, so we're gonna weld those on the back of this car. Because every year I have had nothing but problems with tool bags. They shred, the tools come ejecting out of the sides, or the tool bag rips off the car, flies out of the car. So we're gonna weld the box in. So that is the plan, but I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna actually take a shower because it's gonna be freezing balls. We might get rained on. So I'm just trying to get mentally ready, get my body ready, hydrate up. I'm gonna go get in this line. Thanks for following the channel. This is going to be an excellent episode, and I thank each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. It's been quite the experience. I've got more views, more out. I mean, before I left the shop, there was already over 1,000 hours of viewing from you guys, and that is super impressive. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. We had over 225 subscribers before I left, which is great. You know, that's that many people that want to check out what I'm doing, you know, and it's not just myself that's into this stuff. So thank you guys very much for watching, participating, and following the journey. I apologize I did not get the last episode up, episode I think 8 up, finished showing you guys the finished car. But I mean, we are here, man. We are straight here in Hammertown with Laser Cats. Yes. That was pretty cool for a Jeep limo. I mean, that's tight. Bye, guys. They like the cats. Have a good day, you guys.
Hey, you too, man. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. See, we finally one car length away from making it inside to start this thing. It's been like 2 hours now. It's not as cold as it was earlier, but it's been raining pretty good. I mean, everything's soaked. You can see, look, I got my Nexen towel that I use for my face mask. It's kind of covering up the air filter so we don't get a bunch of water into the motor. But I'm hoping to get close to a food vendor because I am starving. I could use something to drink. And I finally got to pee a little while ago too, so that was like amazing. So Hammertown's banging. It's pretty full even in the rain. We got this big old black cloud hanging over us though, kind of drenching stuff. Look at that. You got the American flag going. Flying, looking pretty. So I just had to loan Jeff my fire extinguishers. His just went out of date. He's farther in line up above us, so he's gonna come bring those back and bring me some to eat since I've been in this car so long. But I just had some kids call the car Space Kitty, so I think that's pretty awesome, you know. So it's kind of what we got. We got cats, we got outer space, so we Space Kitty car. So we're getting ready to hit the first checkpoint. I don't even know what we're doing, but we're looking at stuff. So we're getting a lot of feedback about the Laser Cats. They're pretty awesome. What's that?
Is it a V8 engine?
It's a V8, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
It's 454 cube.
454.
Yep.
How much will it for me to get a ride?
Is it a LS?
It's LS based, yeah. How much for what?
For a ride?
A ride?
Yeah, in this thingy.
I don't know. Maybe after the race or something, we can just do one.
Yeah, where's your camper at? The campsite?
Over on the corner inside Hammertown.
Oh, okay. I like the neon.
You like the neon?
It's so loud.
Yeah. I appreciate it, guys.
When's
Thank
your
you.
next race?
After this?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be round 1 of NorCal Rock Racing.
You got to get the first place. I know you're good.
I appreciate it.
You got it.
Well, enjoy
This thing is, it's going to beat it.
You want to take a picture?
It's going to get first place.
Ow.
I already know it. The sound of it, oh, okay.
Thanks.
They should put a turbo in this though. If it has one. Oh, yeah.
Well, enjoy the show and the week, guys. So this is Ray from GY6. I told you I'd stop by yesterday after you gave us the 2 soft shackles and the medical bag.
Yep.
Yeah, so is there anything you'd like to tell everybody about your product or how to get it, where you're going to get it from?
So you can get it at GY6 Off-Road. We're already running a 15% from the flyer here at the booth. GY6offroad.com. You follow us on Instagram, GY6Offroad. Anything you guys need, let me know.
Perfect. Is there like any promo codes just online outside of King of the Hammers that anybody can
Not
use?
outside King of the Hammers right now. We're trying to make sure we have a full supply for King of the Hammers. So we'll pick up online sales come Monday.
Perfect. So let's go. I'm gonna just go do a quick little view of what you guys have right here.
Absolutely.
So this is the medical bag right here that we're gonna be running for the race. It's got some fantastic products. Got some recovery ropes, soft shackles, big kinetic rope right here. And there's another sample of the medical bag right there. Yeah. So where else can you have a giant screen Jumbotron out in the middle of the desert except for King of the Hammers? So we're getting ready to come into checkpoint 4. This is going to be the final checkpoint for the tacking contingency, and I cannot wait to get out of here. I also stopped over with my boys over at K&N. They gave us a spare filter and a recharge kit for the race. Those guys were super awesome to talk to. They took a bunch of photos of the car and everything. Thank you very much, K&N Air Filters, for the support. I really like your filters. I've depended on you guys since I started doing this stuff. You help keep the motors clean. So this is it. We just passed checkpoint 4. All stickers done on the sheet. Co-pilot just got his gold sticker on his helmet, so I can't wait to get out of here.